Welcome back, children. The training methods are divided into two types. They are on the job and off the job. So the next heading is off the job training. Off the job training is the training method wherein the workers or employees learn the job role away from the actual workflow. So not in the workplace, it is for away from the workplace. It is called off the job training. Off the job training comprises of a place specifically allotted for the training purpose, which may be near the actual workplace, where the workers are required to learn the skills and get well equipped with the tools and techniques. Those are to be used at the actual workflow. So the first off the job training lecture method. Under this method, trainees are educated about the concept, theories, principles, and application of knowledge in any particular area. So trainer may be generally drawn from colleges, universities, consultancies, institutes and manufacturing concerns, union, etc. They impart training effectively by their theoretical skills, knowledge and practical knowledge using audiovisual tools. Then group discussion method. Group of people participate and discuss particular subject or one topic. Under this method, participants are divided into various groups. They were provided a particular issue for deliberations. Each group has to prepare solution after deep discussion with their group members. The group leader has to present the solution to the audience, which will be discussed or deliberated by other groups. So moderator will give final solution after listening to divergent viewpoints. The next one, case study method. Trainees are described a situation which stimulate their interest to find solution. They have to use their theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge to find a solution to the problem presented. There is no single solution to the problem. It may be very depending upon the viewer points of trainees. And so the purpose of case study method is to make trainee apply their knowledge. Then role play method. Under this method, trainees are explained the situation and assigned roles. They have to act out the roles assigned to them without any rehearsal. There are no pre-prepared dialogues. Thus, they have to assume role and play the role without any preparation. For example, the role of customer and salesman, management and union leader, foreman and workers, etc. may be played in the training arrangements. The moderator, after observing the role played, give his view to the role players. The next heading, seminar or conference method. This method enables the trainees to listen to the lecturers talk delivered on specific topic and provide opportunity to participate, to interact with the speaker and to get their doubts clarified, or select the participants may be allowed to present papers with the audiovisual aids as delegates. They share their rich experience at the seminar through their papers. Thus, participants can widen and deepen their knowledge by their active participation at the conference. Then field trip method. Field trip or field work or training in the field is a journey undertaken by a group of employees, the trainees, to a place away from their actual work site. So trainees are taken to actual workplace, site or facility to gain exposure and knowledge. In order to gain exposure and knowledge to the employees, this field trip method or process. They are explained the process of work by supervisor, manager of the facility visited by the participants. They are free to clarify their doubts from the organization experts. The next one, vestibule training method. Vestibule training is training of employees in an environment similar to actual work environment artificially created for training purpose. This type of training is given to avoid any damage or loss to machinery in the actual place by trainees and avoid disturbing the normal workflow in the actual workplace. It is given to driver, pilot, space scientist, etc. So vestibular training is a training of employees in an environment similar to actual work environment artificially created. So the workplace environment artificially created and trainings will be given. Examples: drivers, pilot, space scientist. If the driver wants to drive the car in the workplace itself, it may be cause an accident. So to avoid the actual work environment artificially created for training purpose. Then e-learning method. E-learning is the use of technological process to assess of a traditional classroom or office. E-learning is also often referred to as online learning or web-based learning. We are also learning this method only. E-learning training courses can save lakhs and lakhs of rupees to an organization as they no longer have to pay for overtime or costly seminar to improve the employees' skill. Under this web-based training is anywhere and any time information can pass over the internet. Next one, demonstration training method. This method is visual display of how something works or how to do something. Demonstration involves showing by reason or proof, explaining or making clear by use of example or experiment. So by use of examples and experiments, a proof can be explained clearly. That is a demonstration training method. As an example, trainer shows the trainee how to perform or how to do the job, how to do the task of the job. Then programmed instruction method. Under this method, the subject matter to be learned is presented in a series of units. The units are arranged from simple to complex. It consists of 3 parts. First one, presenting, then new knowledge and question and answer. So this programmed instruction is presented in a series of units. These units are arranged from simple to complex. It consists of 3 parts: presenting facts, new knowledge and question and answer. So trainee has to read the unit, understand the concept and take part in self-evaluation exercise. The system provides feedback on the accuracy of response given by trainee. On the successful completion of each and every unit, he or she will go to subsequent level. If they forget, they should go back to original information. If they do not forget the information, they are allowed to go to the next step for learning. So program's instruction is made available in printed form, book, table, interactive video and other formats. Besides, there are a number of other advanced methods of training of the employees which will be taught to the student in the higher studies. Difference between on-the-job and off-the-job training. The major differences between these two training methods is listed here. The basis for comparison, first one, meaning. On-the-job training learns the job in the actual work environment. So on-the-job training means the employee learns the job in the actual work environment. Off-the-job training involves the training of employees outside the actual work location. So on-the-job training, actual workplace, the training should be given in the actual workplace. Off the job, the training should be given outside the actual work location. Cost. On the job training is cheapest to carry out, but off the job training it requires expenses like separate training room, specialists, resources like projectors. Then location, at the workplace in the on the job, off the job away from the workplace. Then suitable, generally on the job is suitable for manufacturing and production related jobs, but off the job training is suitable for managerial and non-production related jobs. Then approach. On the job training is a practical approach. Off the job training on the theoretical approach. Principle: learning by performing, but off the job learning by acquiring knowledge. Carried out. On the job training is carried out by the experienced employee. Off the job training which is provided by the expert. Then deals with. On the job training is very relevant and practical dealing with day-to-day requirement of job. But on the job can more easily deal with group of workers at the same time. Then work disturbance. The scope for distraction is more, as there may be noise and disturbances because of working machines, tools and gadgets. In the off-the-job training, there is no distraction because trainees are away from the actual working environment. Methods: coaching, job rotation, apprenticeship, mentoring, understudy, job instruction, committee assignment are some of the avenues of on-the-job training methods. Here off-the-job role plays, seminar, lectures, case studies, vestibule field trip program, instruction, demonstration, e-learning are some of the off-the-job training methods. So these are the difference between on-the-job and off-the-job trainings. The next heading is benefits of training. What are the benefits of training? Benefits to organization, benefits to the customers and benefit to the employees. The first one, benefit to the organization. First one, it will improve the skill of employees and enhances the productivity and profitability of the entity. So first point, in the point of organization, their profitability and productivity may be increased in order to improve the skill of employees. Then it reduces the wastage of materials. Then third one, it exposes employees to latest trend. Then first one, productivity and profitability increase. Second one, reduces wastage. Third one, exposes employees latest trend. Then minimize the time for supervision. Then fifth one, it reduces the frequency of accident at workplace and consequent compensation of payment. Then next heading, it reduces labor turnover. Then it improves union and management relations. So these are the benefits to the organization. The next heading, benefits to the employees. Employees gain knowledge and skills and competency. Then second one, they gain promotion or achieve career advancements in quick time. Third one, employees' productivity improves. Fourth one, it enhances the morale of the employee. Then fifth one, employee gets higher earning through incentives and reward. Fifth one, it built up the confidence of employee by changing his attitude positively towards to work. And then it enables him to observe safety practices voluntarily during his engagement in dangerous operations. So these are the benefits to the employees. Their knowledge and skill improve, they gain promotion, improves the employee's productivity, enhances the morale of employee, the earnings may be increased, higher earning, it built up the confidence of employees, then they observe safety practices. Then benefits of customer. The customers get better quality of product service. Customers get innovative products, value added or feature rich products. So these are the benefits to the customers. Then choose questions are given. Short note 4 short note and long answer 3. Very short answers. 4 questions are given. Read the lesson thoroughly. And I will send the question answer PDF soon. So revise the question answer and write a test and send it to me. I'll see you soon all with my next video. Thank you children.